fellow makeup lovers, how are you guys doing? Welcome back. I am excited slash nervous for today's video because we're going to be talking about new makeup releases, but in a way that I never have before, because I kind of took a break from social media this summer. I've been on like a little bit, but I have not kept up with new makeup releases at all, almost to an embarrassing amount, because I've gotten comments that are like, oh, have you seen this palette? Have you seen this? Like, did you pick this up? And I'm like, I didn't even know that any of those existed, but it's actually been so nice for my mental health, just not being constantly on Instagram and just social media in general. So I thought that today we would go ahead and talk about some new releases, but it would be more of like a blind reaction, because I'm just gonna pull up probably like hot new makeup world news, and just kind of go through the releases with y'all and be like, oh, like just reactions kind of thing. I don't know if that sounds interesting. Hopefully it does, but I've only seen just a handful of things that have like ended up on people's stories, because I love watching Instagram stories more than like going through posts. I feel like the reason I'm nervous for this video is because like I feel like I'm gonna see things and want to buy them. I think the last thing that I purchased was the City Grace and Dahlia palettes. So yeah, I'm nervous that this video is gonna be really tempting, but let's just do this. Oh, and if you're curious what's on my eyes right now, it is the Juvias Place Magic palette. I filmed a tutorial for my Patreon, but I don't know that it's up yet. It probably isn't. I'm just gonna go ahead, and the first account I pulled up is Hot Fire Makeup. So let's see. I'm just gonna kind of scroll through till there's things that interest me, because I'm sure there's still gonna be plenty of things that are just boring. But the first thing that I'll talk about, which is actually something that I have seen, because I saw this sneak peek like months and months ago. I think I saw the sneak peek even before the Circo Loco palette. This is the Natasha Nona Smoke and Vision collection, launching tomorrow. Oh, is it available now? Okay. So this is the Smoke and Vision collection. Let me just take a screenshot so that I can share it with you guys. And this definitely has my attention. This little mini silver, super true cool tone neutral palette. I am all about it. I feel like I'm gonna pick it up. Like I just feel like I need it. I really, really like that one. I've seen that one shared in stories a little bit, and I'm like I keep checking the release date. So look at me, already ready to head to Sephora after this video. Yeah, I'm really excited about that one, just because I really like the cool tones, and I feel like that's just like such a perfect like little mini. Is it a mini palette? It is a mini palette. $25. Sold. All right, we've got okay. Ooh, okay, this is another thing that I did see. I'm sorry, these aren't all blind reactions, but this did end up on my newsfeed. Apparently there is a new nude collection from Colourpop, and they came out with some more like little cheek palettes. I have one here, the Extra Glaze cheek palette. I have it on my skin today, actually, just the blush, this lightest pink blush, but I have been loving this so much. So when I saw that they were coming out with more shades, I'm like, ooh, I'm interested, I'm intrigued, I want them all. I really like the Just a Flush palette, looks really cute, and the Born to Blush. I feel like those two are calling to me. Oh, and it looks like there's like contoury ones. Ooh, the lightest one looks like so nice, Dare to Bear. Okay, so yep, now I'm heading to Colourpop after I head to Sephora, apparently. Anyways, next, oh, okay, so Beauty Blender came out with their New Bounce Liquid Whipped Cream Blush. I feel like this kind of does make sense, because that type of product would work perfect for a beauty blender, but for me personally, I don't have any interest. I feel like I have so many cream blushes, and I barely used them at all this summer, because like it's like almost like, oh, it's an aesthetic like cream blush, summer skin, dewy makeup. It has been so hot. It's been so hot. If I wore cream products all over my face, they would just sweat off. So I feel like the cream products are more for winter for me, especially where I live now. So I just don't have any interest in buying any more. I haven't tried any of Beauty Blender's like makeup. So yeah, it's kind of just watching and seeing, but I'm not really interested. Okay, there's, I guess we could talk about this. There's a new Kylie Cosmetics birthday collection, and the palette looks kind of cute. It's like a mixture of like, there's some like neutrals, like a little bit of pop of like chartreusey, yellowy greens going on, but not enough that I'm like actually interested. And I thought I kept seeing posts that Kylie Cosmetics was shutting down, but I guess they're not. I don't know what happened with that. Ooh, this is pretty. Okay, so there is a new palette from Beautybay, and it is called the Wilderness palette. I really like this. I really like the blue and the green, but like the bottom row of warm tones is kind of like meh to me. Like I could definitely have done without it. I do like Beautybay's palettes in general. I feel like their shimmers are just super, super pretty. Almost worth it for the shimmers alone, especially with the prices. Yeah, it's $15. That's ridiculously good. And then I feel like the mattes in the Book of Magic palette were decent, but I didn't like the mattes that were in the Decay Tutorials palette, so I'm not sure if it's hit or miss. I've only tried a little bit from Beautybay. I think that this looks nice. I'd be curious if any of y'all picked this up. I don't know that I'm going to, even though the price is so good, but I think that it's pretty. Oh, okay, so there is a new Pat McGrath palette. It says it's the Mothership Huetopian Dreams Artistry palette, coming soon, so I'm not sure when it's going to be available or if it's available already. I think this looks pretty. It's like a very like cutesy, girly kind of color story. I feel like I could do without the gold. The gold feels a little meh here, the gold shadow, but overall I feel like this is probably like the prettiest, most intriguing Pat McGrath palette that I've seen. I don't own any of her eyeshadow palettes, but this one looks really, really nice. Like I just think that the purpley pinky shades, especially just like the swatches on the fingers, they look so sparkly. I don't know if that's like a filter or what, but it looks really good. So I'm like slightly intrigued for that. Okay, there's a new palette here from Wayne Goss. It's the Luxury Eye Palette in Pearl. Looks very boring to me. Nothing about that calls to me. Like I feel like it just looks so muted. I don't know. Not intrigued. Not purchasing that. Okay, we've got a new palette from Shop Violet Voss. It's the Wild Dahlia palette, and this does look cute. I mean, I feel like it almost looks like a very condensed version of a palette, but I can't remember which one. Oh gosh, I think that it looks cute. It's like a fun neutral palette to me, but again, not enough that I want to buy it. Gosh, so many releases, and I feel like so many of these things just look so boring. Oh, I saw this. This is ridiculous. Okay, this is the new Hourglass eyeshadow palette Curator. I'm sure I haven't watched any videos, but I'm sure a lot of people have made fun of this. The fact that it's 5 eyeshadows for $161. Like, please don't buy this. Like, I feel like for that same price, you could get so many amazing eyeshadows from Cliona or Terra Moons or Divina. Like, I just feel like this is going to be lackluster quality for $161. Like, again, I don't know who thought that was a good idea. I don't know who was pricing this and thinking like, oh yeah, our customers are going to pay $161 for a quint. That's ridiculous. Okay, so now I am pulling up Makeup World news, and we can look through here and see if there's anything grabbing my attention. Oh, there's a new palette from Suva Beauty. This is called We Make Rainbows Jealous palette, and it looks like it has already launched. So this is kind of cute. I mean, it's an all matte like palette overall, like almost all matte, sorry. And it's legitimately just the exact rainbow shades. And then there's a rainbow topper, which I'm guessing is maybe like a multi-chrome iridescent rainbowy shade. I think that the concept's kind of cute. Like I like the rainbow topper with the rainbow, but overall I feel like for anyone who already has even just one rainbow palette in your collection, you probably have these colors. I don't think that it looks super inspiring or anything, so I'm personally not tempted to pick that up. And I feel like you could, you know, if you're looking at it and you're just here for the rainbow topper, you could get an iridescent multi-chrome from so many different brands and basically get the same look. Oh, this is funny. I saw this too. This is the new Naked 3 mini palette. Does it not feel like this should have been released like 5 years ago? I was like, really? That's what they're doing? That's a pass. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and pull up Melanin Makeup Spot now. Oh, there's some new quads from Juvia's place. Totally missed these. It says they are their Rebel quads. I think I saw someone do a tutorial with one of these. They do look really cute. I like the grays one. I like the mints. I mean, I like the army one. I just feel like not that drawn to quads right now. I don't know what it is. It just feels like it's like a cute concept, but anything that I could do with that, I probably could just pull out of an eyeshadow palette that I already have, or I could just do like little quads with my single shadows and be inspired by that. But I do think that they look nice. I mean, the swatches look really, really beautiful. Ooh, I don't know, the grays one, the swatches of the grays one, it's calling to me. I feel like if I picked up any of them, it would be that one. I don't know, that actually looks really cute. Oh, this is cool. Djs Unique Boutique came out with 2 new products. I really like her. I feel like the owner is super sweet, and I've only tried an eyeshadow palette from them, but I loved it. So there is a Coral Glow Blush, which you can see here in the picture. It just looks like a really beautiful, maybe like satiny kind of coral shade. And then there's also the Heat Wave Loose Highlighter, which looks like a really beautiful kind of golden champagne-y shade. I really like that the highlighter has the netting in it. I think that's amazing, especially for such a small brand to care about the packaging enough to do a little net, because I feel like every loose powder should have a net instead of like a sifter. I just think that they're so much easier, so much less messy. So I do like that. I'm excited for them to be coming out with some different face products. Ooh, actually, you know what? I think I remember one more thing I saw a video about. Let me see. I think Musee Beauty came out with some new palettes. Yes, they did. Okay. I totally missed this launch as well. So here is what they look like. There's 2 new eyeshadow palettes. It looks like one is the Honore palette, and I don't see the name for the other one, but they do look cute. I really like the one in like the light gray packaging. It looks like more of like a fun olivey, pops of blue, pops of mustard kind of color story, which I would personally go for more. The other palette looks pretty, but the color story kind of looks a little bit all over. Like it just doesn't appeal to me as much. So I'm kind of curious to see looks with that one, but they look cute. Love the packaging as always. Okay, so I think those are all of the new releases I wanted to talk about. I feel like I caught myself up a little bit there, but I'm sure there's things that I missed. So if there's anything in particular that you want me to talk about, feel free to comment them and I will look it up and see what is happening. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.